Good evening and a wonderful welcome here to the first round of CityLiga 20, live from Kyoto Ring National. And I'm again joined by Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hello, good evening.
So, first round of a very new season.
Yeah, short winter stop, and everybody could recharge, and also the admin team, I think. Up to wonderful upcoming CityLiga season 20. Probably with a lot of interesting races.
Yeah, we have had some rule changes. We do have a new point system, which will give us the opportunity in future to try out some new race formats.
Okay.
For example, a sprint race and feature race afterwards. So far, it wasn't really handy. Also, a new system to qualify for CityLiga. There are now multiple grid qualifications throughout the season, which will set the grid for the next 3 races.
Yeah, I cannot say much about it. Comment about it. I'm sure that the CityLiga admin team is capable enough to think about some interesting things for the complete racing team. So I expect a lot of fun, and the people are already seeing the people who watch the stream can already see the lobby of LFS, or
No, they can't.
oh, okay. Okay.
I will jump to LFS once the session starts. But we do have some good 3 grids of 22 drivers each.
I wanted to mention that, yeah, but it's a little bit it's a little bit harder to talk about that when you're not actually seeing it. But yeah, there are 3 grids with about 22 people, and yeah, that looks not big, but it actually is when you add everything together. It's about 66 racers. Yeah, that's quite something to manage. But first race is on Kyoto 2. Yeah, with those 20, I think it's less than 20. Not everybody connected yet.
Yeah,
also, but
might change in the next minutes.
Yeah, let's say about 20 cars. So it's not a fully packed first corner, which is maybe a good idea for season start off. Probably, yeah. I see some new names on grid 1, and I see some names missing, which are on grid 2. People need to get used to each other, I think. So yeah, not a fully packed first corner grid / something. Couldn't be that bad.
Yeah, but take a look, a short look back to the final standings of CityLiga 19.
Okay.
We have seen how Kalle Winkler won his 4th championship title, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was finishing the season ahead of Ermine's Marcel and Jenna Dom. Both are not present in this Grid 1 race. Dom is more present than Marcel because Dom is now doing the admin duties in this season.
Marcel, yeah, the thing is that Winkler also had quite between brackets slow qualify time, so he's starting on grid 1 on position, probably on position 19, which is all the way in the back. Let's see how that develops. Maybe he was slow on purpose, or he is just slow on this combination.
Well,
have to see.
we will see how the race qualification will turn out just in a few minutes.
Yeah. Going to be interesting.
Then short look at the team standings. Core Racing won the season in front of Error Minds and Extreme Racing. Now I take a look at the people who are racing in Grid 1 today. And the numbers behind the names, that's the best finishing position each driver had. And in green behind that, that's the season he had that position in. In case of Kali, he won the championship multiple times, so only the last time is mentioned here. And we see that quite a few rookies appear on the first table. Already 5 CityLiga rookies on the first page. On the second page there are further 2. So very fresh names here to CityLiga Racing. It's going to be interesting how this is going to turn out. And what we also see on these 2 pages, we do have 3 former champions. With Kali, of course, Kali Winkler, Patrick Kubini, and Chuti. Going to be interesting how they are going to start into their probably championship campaign for CityLiga 20.
But how is this exactly going to? I need to get into it myself, into this CityLiga season again. What's upcoming in the upcoming minutes? What are we going to do?
First of all, we're going to see the race fuel qualification. So everyone starts the session with the exact setup and amount of fuel he's using in the qualifying session, in the race session. So no spectating, no pitting, so jumping to the pit lane from via menu or via bind is allowed, nor after the qualification. So everyone has to stay on track, essentially. And this will be a 10-minute session. Afterwards, we will see maybe 3 minutes of a break, and then we'll jump into the real race for 35 laps. And yeah, no fancy rules involved there. But before we forget it, we show you what this track is actually all about. With the track presentation, the last track presentation by Dom and Nox Ronald. See who's doing it in the future.
Okay.
The 20th season of CityLiga under LFSS2 is here, and while we still don't have any new fences, laser scanned tracks, or certain cars that are bound to go out of production before they're released, it's time for the season opener with the 2-wheel drive TVO cars here at Kyoto National. Being the first grid qualifying combo, pre-race lap times were very close, but hot laps and race runs are very different animals around here. Pushing the cars to their limits will be a difficult task to master without burning your tires to a crisp within just a handful of laps. KY2 with its huge track width and multiple long straights followed by hard braking should certainly lend itself to racing. How well it's gonna work will certainly depend on how fast people can go at certain stages of the race compared to those drivers around them. But now, to the track! Over the line we go here at the Roval at Kyoto National, through the first bank turn, It's flat out when your tires are fine. If your car balances off, or if your tires are having a bit of a, well, fire alert going on, then you're probably gonna have to lift. Brake at roughly 120 meters, down into third gear, inside curb, left curb again. You can cut that one a bit. Down into second, inside curb can help you to turn the car in a bit. And now, nice and smooth exits, get all the traction you can have. Over the first split we go, towards the first of the long 180 degree swoops in the infield here. Brake at just after the last marker board, down into third gear from fourth. It's a very long corner, you have to make sure you're not too early on the throttle, otherwise you're gonna wash way out wide. And now this next Dry King, the first one, isn't quite flat in race conditions. But the second bit here, the chicane, that's easy peasy, no problem at all. Again, approaching in fourth gear, close to 200 kilometers an hour, or 190 if you want to be pedantic. Nice and wide exit curb. Again, you don't want to be too early on the throttle, but not too late to give away time. Over the second split we go. 3 corners to go, 2 on the infield here. Bank corner here. It's easy to overdo it on the brakes, but also, again, very easy to brake too soon. Again, not flat through the last corner here, or the penultimate corner if you count the oval. It's easy to pick up understeer or pick up oversteer. And now you just want to have a nice and smooth line. Good run to the timing line. This is part of a practice stint I did. And there we go under the starting lights. Second set of starting lights, over the line we are, and this is a lap of Kyoto Ring National in the XRT. Good luck.
And we're live now with the start of the qualifying session. Cars are now heading towards the first flying laps, and the first car on track. Like we've seen it quite a few times in the last season is Kalle Winkler.
Yep, I recovered from my coffee incident. Probably was hearable on the stream as well, but went into the wrong channel. Doesn't matter. I'm fully awake now. Coffee basically went everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I tracked the previous laps a little bit. Winkler was the first one who went into the 2 minutes, under the 2 minutes. But what was the most visible thing to me is that almost everyone is driving the FXO with 3% limitation, by the way, air restriction. There's only one XRT as far as I can see. Trying to find it.
I think it's 26, pick D.
Yeah.
From Something Awful. And Mouseman from Genuine Racing is also in an XRT.
Exactly. So we have 2 XRTs battling with the rest of the field in FXO. I think that's going to be interesting. I think well, also in Kyoto 2 FXO tires, 35 laps. We have to see if that's going to last against an XRT. Yeah. Yeah, that's something which I'm going to, which I'm interested in. I have not such good beliefs that the FXO is that good, even with this 3% air restriction. Even though, yeah, I have to say.
Well, the thing is, plenty of people probably just have prepared in the FXO as they saw it on one lap it's faster.
Yeah, exactly. In qualify it can be faster, but during a race, when you get tire heating and stuff, yeah, that's it's going to be interesting. Like I said, the cars, almost everyone did their first lap, so they're now into their first, probably in their first real qualify lap.
Kalle is approaching the second left-hand hairpin.
Splits. He doesn't have a really fast split. I must get used to the skins as well. Maybe the license plate is better for me. Whose baby is Winkler, but yeah, his split is about half a second slower than
And he boards the lap.
Yeah, he's going wide or all the way in on top of the corner to get some extra speed in this lap.
30 with the fastest time, 1 minute 59.71.
So probably he's going to try to set a really fast time in this lap.
Second fastest now Pete from TCR with 1:59.94.
Winkler is now half a second faster than Shuti on the first split. I didn't take a look at the times of the previous lap concerning the first sector, but let's see what the second sector is going to provide.
Katila now. Oh, and Morvai with the fastest lap, 1 minute 59.29. By far the fastest.
Ooh, that's very nice. The split time from Winkler, 120.3. I almost would say that this is going to be a 1 minute 58 for him. We are about to know that in about 10 seconds. Five, 56, 57, 8, no. Huh.
Second position, 59.41. Looking now at Morvai, current pole sitter for Team Virus. Top 9 cars under the 2-minute barrier at the moment, and the top 15 cars within a second.
Winkler is slowing down middle of the track, maybe to cool his tires or something for a few seconds. He has only 2 minutes left. Maybe he's trying to prepare his car for. Oh, is he even going on the grass?
Strange. At least he's off track.
Yeah.
Patrick Kubini now approaching the line for his first timed lap. The CityLiga Livid car. 2 minute 27 brings him into 16th position. 17th even. Got quite a few slow cars if you look at Lazar and behind him Morvai.
Yeah, I'm also looking at that. Yeah, so maybe Morvai is going to bump draft Lazar.
Don't think. I think both just wanted to have some sort of clean track ahead for a fast lap.
Well, by the looks of it, Morvai is going to gain. Yeah. He's now really on the back of Lazar, and Lazar is moving out of the way and braking. So I think
that might have been the strategy for those two.
That's what I mean. I think that it was a setup to launch Morvai into a flying lap. Wonder if he's going to succeed by that. His lines are not that great, and well, he already has the pole position at this moment, so it doesn't really matter. While the official qualify has ended. 36.56 is his first split. That's not really extremely fast. Winkler is driving also again. 1 minute 25.8 is a split. Can be possible to still gain time, but this last sector must be 100% perfect then. Winkler's on the straight. Approaching start finish. In about 5 seconds we know if he improves his time or not. 1:57.58. No, this is not going to be fast. Didn't improve his time. Winkler of Morvai was behind him. Didn't improve as well.
Oh, Mausman improves into 8th position with his XRT.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice achievement. So everybody set a time for the first race of CityLiga Season 20. 21 cars. 12 of them underneath 2 minutes.
And the top 18 within a second. For position 16, we've got 3 cars with the exact same time. We also have the exact same time for Zupi and Mausman for 7th and 8th. So there's some density here in this grid.
Yeah. Well, Morvai, Winkler, Kotila, Shuti, we all know them from previous season.
And then Velikov and Bosphorus and Zupi, 3 very new faces. Mausman had some occasional starts in the past, never been committed to a full season. Then Lazar in 9th position, Pete in 10th. Roman and Nick, again new faces, in 11th and 12th. An old face, Jan Ole in 13th. Toon in 14th. Berndy in 15th. Then Phil Rose with his lift speed comeback in 16th. 17th is Chaka. 18th, the CityLiga 10 champion Kubini. 19th is Dries from neatracing.com. 20th is Simon K in his first CityLiga race since CityLiga 8. So 12 seasons, a break. And last but not least, our US American, that's Picty from Something Awful, and 21st. So some people already
Yeah, I'm looking at the names you're mentioning, like for example, Dre S, and
Dries.
Dries. Yeah, okay. I was wondering, you're pronouncing it differently, so I was listening to that. I was thinking, what is he saying? But yeah.
Okay.
Probably going to make a lot of mistakes with pronouncing names again in during the race, but yeah.
It's not
always a weak spot.
but also not big of a problem. Mouseman wants people to be nice to the lonely XRTs, and Shooty is not.
I expect a little surprise still from the lonely XRTs, especially 8 times qualified time. It's a half second slower than Paul. This is with no heated tires. Why not? I cannot wait. How long it's going to?
It shall start in just a few moments. The admin said 1 minute until leg lap. That was already a few. Leg lap is about to start.
Okay.
So again, this is leg lap. Nothing major is happening. It's a practice or test start, if you want. I must admit, it's more a tradition than anything useful in these days, but yeah.
It's people know that they need to be a little bit more careful in T1.
Well, I'd be amazed if this is going to be how the real start looks like. No major casualties.
It was quite clean, yeah. A little bit of paint exchange here and there, but nothing major. And now we're going to the real start. Okay. I think the chat is closed.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he said that. The admin said that 3 times. Here we go. Extra T has a good start as always.
Yeah, Mouseman leaping to the front. Fourth position already, now to the outside of CityLga.
That's a quite tricky place to enter T1.
Oh, in the background. But everyone stays on track, apart from Phil Rose in the background.
I didn't hear any metal scratching here. Amazing. Mouseman dropped to 6th place, 5th place. Beauty came by, if I think so. Ooh. Holding up the field a little bit there. Velikov is right behind him with Boss. Zupi and Lazar, and we have also Pete there. Of course, everything is still packed together, but some cars are on the back of the bumper of somebody else's car.
Pete Lazar.
Yep, for example.
Side by side, yeah. Further up in front, Mouseman now losing the position to Velikov.
He braked there a little bit so he could catch up with the back of Velikov. But taking it very careful, I think, these first laps. Not taking many risks.
Kubini and Roman side by side. And some tires flying. But nothing major seems to have happened. Oh, Roman with a mistake. Kubini uses this gap. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Morvai is still in first place, gets comfortable first, yeah, he has a half a second, a little bit more than half a second in front of Winkler. Basically he's flying with this FXO. CityLga can catch up in third place with Winkler. Shuti has a quite sound gap, followed by Velikov, which also has quite a gap, and we have Mouseman in 6th battling with Boss. Boss going past Mouseman. So Mouseman moves to 7th position.
So he's losing slowly these positions he gained on the very start.
Yep. And that part of the field is still tightly packed. Zupi is on the bumper of Mouseman now. Yeah, we have Pete there, Lazar, Nick, Roman Binyi. Gaps between those cars are basically nothing. Still. Oh, we have a car off. It's
contact Kubini and Roman.
Shooty is off the track.
Shooty is off the track.
Yes.
Oh!
And he has quite some difficulties to get out of the sand. He's not even trying, it seems.
I guess he's changing the steering method, probably. Or he again has some problems with his hardware. He had some problems last season with the hardware as well.
He's not moving anymore, so it seems like that.
Kubini and Jan Ole side by side. Oh, and Shooty leaves the race. Ooh. Kubini throws the door close. Oh, someone's going off there. Who is it? It's Nick from TCR. And Roman's now side by side with Zupi. And catches and overtakes Zupi for 10th position.
I wonder how long Attila can catch up with the first two, because his left front is getting a little bit warmer, hotter than usual.
And his split time is already a 10th slower than of
Winkler, yeah.
Of Winkler, yeah. Who himself is a 10th slower than Morvai. Pete's now around Mouseman. In the other grids we do have 18 cars in grid 2 and 16 cars running in grid 3. So, a total of 55 cars running. in the CityLga round. Toon and Chaka here in the fight for 13th position. Toon in the black and gold Sonic Realms car. Chaka in the Infinity Skills car. Black and silverish, and another black car from behind, that's Zupi.
We have Lazar and Roman fighting for 8th position, and we have Mouseman still on the back driving in front of those two. Roman is now on the inside, is taking over the position of Lazar, is moving to 8th position.
Now Lazar let Roman through there. He lifted.
Aha, okay.
Otherwise they would have
collided, and there was a little collision.
And a little bit of honking going on. Lazar now
Yes.
overtaken by Kubini. But he has got the inside line and
Ooh,
contact.
That's not really nice there.
Ooh, Kubini runs wide, but keeps the car on the track, and now Jan Ole is looking for an opportunity to go around the Hungarian.
Yep. Pete is indicating his right indicator that the Mouseman can go on the inside. The thing is that Pete needs to slow down because of his left front tire.
I guess those two in front are doing some slingshot drafting. Since it's for both of them. Jan Ole around the outside of Lazar. Lazar now lost 2 positions within half a lap. But this might be the period when the XRT could start to have the better tires.
The advantage, yeah. I'm still looking also at the situation between Morvai and Winkler. Winkler catched up with still the leader of the race, Morvai. It's not all the way on the back of Morvai, but he has Morvai a little bit better in view. He has about 0.2 of a second faster lap times. Let's see what this lap is going to be. 2 minutes 1 for Morvai. 2 minutes 1 also for Winkler, so that's not an increase or a decrease of the gap between those two. Let's track that.
Race is long enough. Marsman and Pete are now looking to get visited by Roman.
Yeah, that left front of Pete is not looking great in comparison with Roman. Tires of Roman are quite nice, so I expected Roman is going to make a move against Mouseman in one of the upcoming corners.
Yeah, probably in the second left-hand happen. He looks to be close enough. But the XRT is strong on the braking.
Using the horn, letting know on Mouseman that he's there. Who is on the back of Roman? That's Kabini also. That's going to be tricky.
Bump drafting is forbidden in CityLiga, so...
Okay.
And if you listen to Mouseman's car, you hear every now and then when he lifts the throttle. Just to make sure not to run into the back of Pete. He's going to the inside, Mouseman. 41 not going to work.
Mouseman moves to the side of Pete, going to the inside. And there's a little touch there.
Little touch, that's promoting Roman into a good position. And there was a leg spike for Pete, for me.
Yeah, for me too.
And now Pete's getting the visit by Kubini. Going through. Roman is around Mouseman. Oh, and Kubini is now... That's excellent. That's excellent driving here by these 5 cars.
Making use of all the available space.
Everything for position.
Morvi gained 0.3 of a second the last lap, increasing his gap with Winkler again.
Oh, and Jan Ole overtook Pete. Must have happened on the start-finish straight. It's not the only greater group of cars. We do have this group with Dreis, with Tsupi, with Nick, who's sharing paint with Tsupi, with Toon and Chaka. Soupy and Nick now close to each other. Nick's trying to take a defensive line, going down to the wall. Soupy on the long way on the outside, tapping the brakes there, just to not fall from pace, but not close enough for attack into the braking zone. Meanwhile, Kubini has overtaken Mouseman, who's now down to 8th position, right where he started.
Yeah, I saw that, but I let you talking about the other racers which were fighting a little bit more in the back. But yeah, Mouseman doesn't have a really strong pace. Maybe that's tactic. We're only in lap 12 of 35, so it's still, so to say, still early race.
Oh, battle between Nick, Soupy and Dries. Heating up. Not only heating up, but also holding each other up. Soupy and Nick battling now for quite a few corners, and now Dries trying to take advantage from it. Oh, Nick with a spectacular cut down to nearly the apron. Now having the inside of Soupy. Soupy on the dirt. Nick side by side. Contact. The neatracing.com driver in the background. Take advantage. While the race admin is giving Nick a slight warning to mind the apron. Dries and Nick side by side. Little rubbing there. But Dries keeps the outside line. Keeps it into the final corner and to the oval, but now it was too much contact. It threw him into the wall. Not only that, his front left tire is now slightly burnt, he also has lower wishbone damage on both parts of the front axle. Oh, and Cully is chasing Morby.
You're about half a second faster saying that than me. But yeah, I was also researching if we are going to have a mandatory pit stop or not. But that's not going to that's not going to be the case. So if Winkler wants to take his first win, he has to do it during the race. No tricks with pit stops, so yeah.
Unless, of course, you can't keep the tires alive.
Yeah,
That's
but
a different story.
It would be a very weird strategy.
Just about a third of the race done.
Yeah, about every car now has breathing space. We only have Pete, Zarka and Toon driving somewhat close together. The rest of the field is quite stretched.
For now, at least. Boone pretended to do a move, but Charco didn't get fooled. And Simon K is doing a pit stop. He was in last position. And obviously stays in last position, since he doing a pit stop.
Yeah, the pit lane is quite long, so he already is entering the track again. I was wondering if it's going to be any problem for the leaders.
Might even finish the race on the lead lap.
We have to see. Not sure what he did though. He didn't replace his tires.
Maybe repaired the damage to...
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Pete now under attack by Chaka.
Mr. Winkler getting really close to Morvai now. That close that he's going to benefit from the draft of Morvai's car. But he's going really wide, almost onto the grass, losing their time. Both are doing pretty much the same lap times. Yeah,
times,
because of this little mistake, he now loses the moment. But yeah. Now it's the same lap time, but it could have been different. But we will track this.
Tune to the inside of Pete. Not giving each other much room, but enough room. Now the oval. Tune now with a disadvantage. Pete can switch back to the inside for the braking zone. Does so, brakes later, and can get his bump in front bumper of the opponent car. So no position change at the end of the slipstream. So, next chance for Toon. Again, then the next long slipstream passage.
Next chance for Winkler as well to catch up. 2/10 faster this lap. And his first, I noticed that his first sector is very fast, much faster than Morvai.
Pete's defending the inside line throughout the oval. Slightly more momentum for Toon, and it's enough to get fully ahead of Pete, but Pete's braking later again and stays in front. This all lets Zupi close up. Well, Nick now has to face the challenge of something awful driver Pick D.
Roman,
Pete and Toon are still fighting.
Roman is getting closer to Boss. About half a second quicker than Boss. Boss in 5th place, Roman in 6th place. Yeah, almost half a second. Let's keep watch on that as well. Wow, Winkler and Morva had exactly the same lap time. Keep tracking that as well.
Roman's now to the bumper of Boss.
Always using his horn when he's close to somebody.
Right, here's all the psycho tricks you can use. Oh, Toon gets attacked by Tsupi, but he slams the door closed. Which gives Pete a few more inches of breathing room.
Winkler lost 0.2 of a second last lap. I saw it a little bit on the mini-map as well. It's amazing what you can extract from the mini-map. Even small mistakes, or if you watch closely, you can see it. Anyway, that always going on and on and on.
Berndi and Phil Rose are fighting. Go on the outside.
While I'm busy to see what's going on between Boss and Roman. Roman is now really onto the back of Boss.
And Berndie's through. And we've got some... Toon is lagging. 22 seconds, 23 seconds. This seems to be game over for him. Boss on the defending line already.
Roman on the inside of Boss. They're right next to each other now. Ooh, really sharp turn in from Boss. Right behind Roman.
And too far away to start a counter attack.
Yeah, but Roman has a very hard line there into T1. Losing a lot of time. Also hit at the tire. But he managed to keep in front. While Toon has recovered from his lag internet problem, he kept connection and his thing is normal again. That's nice.
Well, depends on the position you're in. If you're suddenly having him appearing in front of you.
Yeah, true. It's annoying, but if you're experiencing lag for some reason, some disruption in your internet connection, and you're losing a race because of that, I can. That's one of the most annoyable things with online racing, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's true.
while we're talking about that, we have Zorka on the back of Lazar.
And we've got Boss entering the pit lane.
Oh.
He decides it's not worth trying to get it over the distance. Let's get a fresh pair of socks and get out of the pit lane again.
Yeah, is he going to replace his tires? Not that bad.
No, he isn't. Or did he have some fancy fuel strategy?
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah, no changed tires. So Bosphorus fell back to 19th position. We're here watching Berndi from Bernard Crew. He's currently in a Neat Racing sandwich. With over halfway through the race, quick look to the other two grids. We currently have Kovac and Blom leading in grid 2 in front of last year's second positioned Airmines Marcel and last year's fifth positioned Martin Cabal. In grid 3 we have a newcomer leading the race for Cola Moonstruck Rhinos PMW in front of Airmines Como and Extreme Racing Mikey 23.
Yeah, on grid 1, in the meantime, not much is going on at the moment. Except in the back, with Bernie tracking Dre S.
Oh! Mistake by the number 14, and the Bernard Crew driver is getting the best of it.
Well, Dre S tires are not that great as well, but well, he tries to regain his position by moving his car right next to Bernie again on the outside. Don't think that's going to work.
Leave each other room, guys.
while we have somebody connecting to the server.
Who hasn't signed up to the season at all.
Andreas backed out of it. And
Bandy up to 16th.
his teammate P. Rose is all watching that.
Yeah. Just 3 positions ahead. Toon and Pick D are fighting. Not Pick D, Toon and Pete. Are fighting for the 12th position.
What's happened in the front while we're not not
Kali!
looking?
Yeah, all of the sudden Kali is through. Looking at the lap times, they both must have fought. Oh, Kali, what is that supposed to be for a line?
Yeah, it seemed that Morva made a mistake.
It must be. Oh, Kali is sliding. Getting some temperature into the back tires, rear tires.
I was watching them all the time, and just 1 minute not.
Yeah,
this happens.
With 11.5 laps to go. Oh, and something must have happened to Bandy as well. He's suddenly far behind the Neat Racing drivers. And his car looks slightly bent.
Let's track Zupi and Lazar. Zupi is right behind Lazar, is going on the inside now. Lazar is going wide, basically giving all the room.
Suddenly you have a black car in your wide door. That's not what you want to have.
No. But that was an easy overtake.
Roman is slowly catching up to Velikov. Who looks like he struggles in right-hand corners with his front left tire. But all we see up in the front is that Kali is pulling away from Morvai.
Yeah, it's always easier to track a car for 20 laps and then just wait until a mistake. Then if you are the leader, you need to do everything 100% correct every lap.
That's true.
And it seems that Morva lost his concentration a bit. His lap times are not that great anymore.
The tires of both drivers are looking identical.
Yeah, pretty okay, I think. This lap time of Morva is right back onto the spot. Actually, it's even a tiny bit faster than Winkler did. But I don't expect a mistake from Winkler in the last 8 laps. To be honest.
Me neither. Oh, Pete's side by side with Toon, defending his position.
We also have Bernie and Boss. Bernie's on the outside, Boss is on the inside. Just after start finish. Going into T1 and Bernie basically is backing off. Okay. Roman, on the other hand, is slowly gaining up positions. Is now targeting position 4, Velikov.
Yeah. Toon now side by side again. Out of the second left-hander. Page with the stronger momentum.
While Winkler sets the fastest lap of the race.
1:59.54. Roman gained 7/10 of a second on the last lap. Velikov.
Yeah, he's much faster, and his tires are also the tires of Roman looking awesome. I was thinking maybe he could even could attack position number 3, which is Jake Attila, but no, that doesn't seem the case because Jake Attila is a tiny bit faster than Roman.
It would be quite ambitious in the last...
Yeah, 5 seconds if you're half a second faster a lap. Yeah, well, okay.
It wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, true. Marvo now sets his fastest lap, 1:59.39.
Side by side, Roman and Velikov. Velikov tapped the brakes to not let... not Velikov. Roman tapped the brakes to keep the inside throughout the oval. Oh, hard braking there, but this gets him into 4th position. Invested some heat for the front left tire, but this is going to be okay for the rest of the 6 laps. New fastest lap and new personal best lap for Kali. One says that having a personal best during the race is usually a sign of too little training, but you can't say that from Kali Vikla, who is leading this race by a 10th. Toon and Pete again fighting. Although they are fighting, they are moving up quickly to Lazar. Again on the outside. But again the late braking from Pete. Toon does not stick his nose into that left-hand bit of the chicane. They're racing hard but fair so far. Front 2/3 laps to go. Hopefully Toon doesn't get desperate here in one of his tries. Entering the oval. Pete's going to the inside. And the Sonic Rams driver staying behind. A slight nose to the outside of Pete. Is he going to try a cut back here? Going now down and to the inside. Yes, he does.
No, this is not going to work.
Not enough. Pete's very strong on the braking. He's proven that the last couple of laps.
Yeah, maybe the Fnatic pedals investment is showing off for him. Trading off, maybe is the right word to say.
Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea what hardware fun is driving, but yeah.
No idea either. Dutchman now too far behind to set an attack on Pete. Slight mistake there into the oval. Pete and Toon, the closest group of cars left on track. Leaders are crossing start-finish line now to open the last 3 laps of the race.
With 1.5 second of a difference.
So we're rather spaced out now. 2 laps to go. And a new personal best by Kali. So a new fastest lap as well.
we have a situation with Fun. Oh, he was lagging, I think, again.
Yeah. He and Pete sometimes have the lag spikes for some reason.
It looked on my screen that he hit at the wall, but no. But indeed, we have lag spikes, also from Pete.
Pete again gained 0.7 seconds from Lazar. We couldn't go the pace for now quite a long time. What is thinkable is some sort of engine damage, that he revved too high. Because he's already losing 3/10 of a second in the first sector, which is pretty much just driving straight and braking for a hairpin. Mouseman's getting some pressure from Janole. Next fastest lap by Kali, 59.12.
Yeah, and Zupi tries to catch up with Zarka, but I think it's not enough. We're entering the last lap. Almost.
Yeah, we're on the last lap for the leaders. Zupi's too far behind.
Might have a chance on the last straight, have to see.
Yeah. Though now accelerating out of the hairpin, he's losing some ground. Oh, Mouseman with a drift.
Yeah. Pete on the back of Lazar.
Well, he's close enough. If Lazar really has engine damage, Pete won't have any problem to go through. But either way, Kali Winkler has won round 1 of CityLiga 20, starting there where he ended the last season on the top of the podium. Second is Morvai. Katila now crossing the line for 3rd position. Roman 4th, Velikov, Kubini and Mouseman ahead of Janole. Yeah, no chance for Janole. Chaka in 9th position.
Ooh, Pete. Oh, no, crash! Oh. That almost went completely wrong, sending Lazar into the pit lane. That didn't happen, but...
Lazar lost quite few positions. 2 or 3. Wild finish for those two. Probably not the finish they wanted. Boss, after doing a pit stop in 18th. Bandy now 19th. And last but not least, Simon K. I predicted he would finish on the lead lap. Looks good for my prediction.
The waiting is on Simon K. He's on the straight. Crossing the start finish now and finishes last as 20th. And we have Shooty who didn't finish at all, probably due to hardware failure.
Yeah, probably. We don't know what exactly happened there. But after all the bad luck from last season... Well...
He's making an excuse there about this incident just before start finish.
Yeah, not what anyone wanted there, I guess. Just a misunderstanding. So... That's been it for today.
Yeah.
Kali's winning again. It's no sentence we...
He got distracted on TS, Morva said on the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Can happen. In this case, losing the lead and losing the first race, but still, second position isn't that bad at all. So AS7 and I think it's FXR if I remember correctly, or is that the wrong? No, it's the wrong.
The next round is
the wrong league which I have in my mind. Yeah, it's GT2. GT2. Okay.
GT2s, yeah. GT2s at Aston North with one compulsory pit stop. It's going to be a 90-minute race, so one of the longer races.
I think that's going to be a nice combo.
Yes,
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks' time, same place.
Same time.
So, thanks for watching here today, this stream. Yeah, and hopefully you're tuning in again for the race in 2 weeks' time. GT2s at Aston North. Bye from me.
Yeah, see everyone on the 16th of February. Bye bye.